If you've been waiting for a special occasion to break out your hazmat suit, then look no further than Atomfall. Here at Rebellion, we are excited to introduce you to this new world and what it has to offer. However, there's far more to Atomfall than what we can showcase in a single video. This is just a glimpse of what's to come. Atomfall is a brand new, single-player, first-person action survival game set in a post-war Britain. It will have you traversing the Lake District of Northern England, uncovering mysteries about the quarantine zone and the people that inhabit it.
My name's Molly. I got some bits and bobs for sale.
My name's Nat, by the way. Forgive me being curious of strangers.
Atomfall takes place in a fictional quarantine in 1962, just 5 years after the real-life event of the Windscale fire, the worst nuclear disaster in British history. However, in this altered version of history, there are more mysterious and sinister things at play behind the scenes, and you must uncover the secrets of what happened. It's up to you to discover the truth behind the disaster and figure out just how much of this world can be saved.
It doesn't matter what else happened, as long as the truth of this place gets out.
Before you can set out on that quest, you'll awaken in the quarantine zone with little knowledge about who you are, the life you've lived, and certainly the strange new world around you. A rather nasty bout of amnesia.
You're not the first amnesiac I've seen since things went awry.
Are you a law-abiding citizen? A terrifying menace to those around you? Or are you perhaps someone just trying their best to survive in a dangerous, unfamiliar place? The choice is yours, and Atomfall gives you the freedom to embody any role. A village in one of the areas you will visit is controlled by a military group that was sent in to set up and maintain the quarantine after the disaster, a noble cause. But some might question the lengths they've gone to restore order.
I shouldn't be gossiping about this stuff.
Armed soldiers patrolling the roads of the village, robotic sentinels on a hair trigger, prepared to attack at even the slightest hint of aggression, and villagers who live in fear as a result.
Soldiers will string you up for anything these days, and my husband was exploring where they don't like you to explore.
Does this group really have the villagers' best interest at heart?
But step out of line, and I will revoke your liberties here just as quickly as they were given.
Outside of the village is a lawless land filled with bandits and cultists who don't care if you're friendly or not and will attack you on sight.
Be cautious.
There are so many things to consider on your journey through Atomfall. Exploration is a critical component of the experience, especially when it comes to your survival. The quarantine zone is in the idyllic countryside of northern England, but it is not as it once was. An abandoned rail yard, a derelict stone quarry, and verdant rolling hills contain more than just pieces of a prior civilization. As you explore these places, you'll find secret bandit hideouts, mysterious messages, secrets, clues, and leads that might help you figure out how the world fell apart. These can lead you to eccentric characters, secret hideaways, or even the rundown bunkers of the British Atomic Research Division. You'll never know when or where fragments of the bigger picture will be brought into focus, but you will always need to be on guard. These facilities may not be as populated as they once were. However, the halls are often patrolled by the same robots used to patrol the rest of the quarantine zone, as well as irradiated feral creatures that won't hesitate to tear you apart. You will also come across caves and underground tunnels that seem to have been affected by the Windscale disaster the most. Glowing plants and mushrooms cover the walls, floor and ceiling of these places, giving off a hazy fog that makes them more dangerous to traverse than other places you may go. However, the environment is not all you need to worry about. The same terrifying ferals found in the bunkers also live in these areas and will not stop to ask questions before trying to tear you apart. Be sure to be well equipped to handle these creatures and be extra cautious, as not everything is as it seems.
You're trapped in the quarantine zone around the Windscale atom plant.
How are you going to defend yourself against all these threats? You're going to need weapons, supplies, and materials, all of which you can find through scavenging the locations of Atomfall. However, if you truly want to survive, some things may need to be taken by force. The weapons you will come across include melee weapons, like the cricket bat, or ranged weapons, like pistols, rifles,
Think you're good with that thing?
and shotguns,
Get this over with, sharp.
each with their own strengths and weaknesses. During your journey through Atomfall, you may even unlock the ability to upgrade your weapons and give them more power. The ammo for these weapons will be in short supply, so you must either find or craft what you need to survive. However, weapons are not the only thing you will need on your journey. You will gather resources, like cloth and alcohol, to craft various items, to heal yourself, or harm your enemies. Over time, you'll expand your crafting abilities to create more aggressive tools of self-protection. Other tools at your disposal include a flashlight to light the dark paths ahead, and a trusty metal detector to locate buried caches of supplies. A handy ping will alert you when one of these caches is nearby, signaling you to equip the metal detector and begin the hunt. When you aren't scavenging for materials or searching for buried treasure, you might also find various manuals that contain valuable knowledge. These manuals will imbue your character with new skills across 4 categories: ranged combat, melee combat, survival, and conditioning. Even at the end of the world, knowledge is power. Careful selection of which skills you focus on will determine your playstyle and the path you carve out for yourself in Atomfall. We won't be going fully in depth on these skills and what each one entails right now, but as you progress, you will need to pick and choose what type of playstyle you want to focus on in Atomfall.
I really should stop talking. Now personal, but you can't trust anyone too much these days, can you?
We hope you enjoyed the first glimpse into the world of Atomfall. Leave a comment with what you are most excited to see when the game releases on March 27th, 2025. Atomfall will be releasing day 1 on Game Pass, Xbox Series and Xbox One consoles. You can also play on PC through Windows, Steam and Epic Games, as well as PlayStation 5 and PlayStation 4. Stay tuned for an upcoming video that will delve deep into some of the gameplay mechanics we mentioned here. This is going to be a game you don't want to miss out on.
Windscale, the pride of Britain. Nestled in the picturesque Lake District, the state-of-the-art atom plant has transformed this rugged landscape into the envy of its northern neighbors. Scientific progress waits for no one, and
the public has nothing to fear.
The area will be reopened by Christmas at the latest.
The situation is more complex than was at first understood.
No military expeditions into the area have been lost. Where did you get such an idea?
Perhaps by next Christmas. Oh, no more reconnaissance flights. The interference field is bringing down aircraft like clay pigeons.
Let me be clear. Our experts are monitoring the situation, and I would urge everyone to remain calm. The situation in Cumberland is well in hand.
We've already introduced you to the world of Atomfall, and here at Rebellion, we're excited to welcome you to an exclusive gameplay deep dive preview. Our first-person action survival game launches on March 27th, built on 3 core pillars: mystery and investigation,
this land is not safe,
survival, brutal combat. Atomfall's story takes place in 1962, just 5 years after the devastating Windscale fire in northern England. You awaken with amnesia, being confronted by a scientist urging you to reach a place called the Interchange, and to seek help from others willing to aid you in escaping the quarantine zone.
The only way to Windscale is through the Interchange. There are people who will help you escape, but they won't do it for free.
He may even give you a lead to start your investigation on the right path.
Everything I remember. It's not much, but it's all I can do.
It's up to you to discern who truly wants to assist and who seeks to take advantage. Your decisions during conversations will uncover their true intentions, shaping the journey ahead and uncovering vital clues.
There's one bunker I've yet to explore. Maybe you'll find the answers there. Just don't pick the place clean, eh? But look, if you want more, you'd be wise to ask Molly, the tinker. An ear for information has Molly.
I heard some outlaws found a big door nearby, one they couldn't get open. They said it was signed, the Interchange.
That is a very dangerous word to be bandying about. I suggest you forget you've ever heard it. So no one goes near the substation, understood? Anyone trespassing there will be shot.
In Atomfall, players have the freedom to forge their own path, pursuing various leads to unravel the mysteries behind the catastrophic events. The absence of a traditional quest system fosters authentic investigation, where talking, researching and adapting, even through violence, are key to survival. Each journey you take is part of a larger interconnected web of stories, leading you deeper into the mystery of what happened after the Windscale fire. However, following one lead may inadvertently destroy others or take you down paths that ultimately lead to nothing, adding to the sense of mystery and consequences in Atomfall's world. During your journey in Atomfall, you may encounter Captain Sims, leader of a military force called Protocol, who might task you with checking in on Iris, the town's baker, as something seems amiss.
If you want somewhere to start, well, we've had our eyes on Iris, the baker.
Depending on your dialogue choices, you can pressure Iris to reveal her secrets, uncovering a deeper mystery. If she confides in you, she may ask for help to obtain a special tonic from the enigmatic Mother Jago.
There's a lady, calls herself Mother Jago, out in Casterfell Woods. Brews the tonic to her own recipe.
However, you could just turn the baker into the captain and be rewarded with his trust, which could prove advantageous.
Well, as I've said, you will have earned my trust. That will be very beneficial to you, as and when we open a way out of the zone.
Not all of the characters you meet are for chasing down leads though, as some also double as traders, offering items that could be crucial to your survival. Money has no value in the quarantine zone. The economy relies on bartering and trading, making every item in your possession a potential bargaining chip. A scale indicates each item's value at the top of the trading menu. Once you've selected all the items you wish to obtain from the trader, you will then have to offer up your own items in exchange. When the scale turns green, the trade can be completed, and you will receive the new items. If you don't have enough to offer in exchange, you can always take the trader out and loot their corpse. As you travel through the Lake District of Northern England, you may encounter the secret science bunkers hidden in hill walls or under the surface, containing treasures, supplies, and even monstrosities ready to rip you apart. There are also mysterious red phone boxes that are scattered throughout the quarantine zone. Their piercing ring will beckon you as you draw near. If you answer the call, a voice on the other end may offer helpful advice or cryptic warnings.
Oberon must die.
But who is this unseen guide? And why are they reaching out to you? What purpose drives their actions?
Phones have been disconnected for years. Take a knock on the noggin, did you?
Exploration in Atomfall offers more than just practical rewards. It's a chance to uncover hidden secrets that deepen the mystery and enrich your adventure. However, you must be extra cautious when exploring, as there is peril around every corner. A single misstep in a hidden minefield could shatter your journey in an instant. Proximity alarms that will go off and lead to deadly encounters. There's even exploding sheep that can infect you with spores that creep into your lungs until you collapse, lifeless. To protect yourself from these dangers, you'll need to find various supplies that are crucial to your survival. While you may not be thirsty or go hungry in Atomfall, food and drink can be found to restore your health and occasionally provide additional benefits. To help your survival, you may also choose to find crafting supplies to create useful items. To find them, you will need to explore each area to its fullest. Using the metal detector can uncover buried supplies. It may also reveal hidden clues tied to the deeper mystery within the quarantine zone. You can find crafting recipes for numerous items, including a poison bomb that releases a toxic cloud on impact, a shiv that can be used for quick stabbing, and a combat stim that buffs your melee damage for a short duration. Take the time to discover all the recipes that can be found. In Atomfall, you will have to fight to survive. You will have limited inventory space, forcing you to be strategic and intentional with every item you carry. You will have to balance between healing items and a variety of weapons, guns, molotovs, grenades, and melees, are to be used as a defense against any adversaries you'll stumble upon. You'll need to think carefully about how you prepare and what you take with you. In our previous gameplay trailer, we told you there are a variety of pistols, rifles, and shotguns you can find and use. However, scavenging for these weapons will only get you so far. As you progress, you'll have the chance to upgrade your weapons, taking them to a higher tier for increased power. This includes weapons like the rusty terrier rifle found early on in your journey, that can be upgraded to a stock version followed by the powerful pristine version using the right skills, supplies, and multiple rifles. Ammo may be scarce, so be sure to utilise the melee weapons like cricket bats, axes, knives, and police batons that are scattered throughout the world. Each weapon has special attributes ranging from different attack damage, speed, and bleeding effects. Regardless of your weapon of choice, they are a vital means of defence when you're running low on ammo or forced into close quarters combat. You can use your fists, kick enemies to stun them, or strike with the butt of your gun for some added damage. Every encounter offers different possibilities. You can try to avoid conflict, take enemies down stealthily one by one, or charge in guns blazing. The choice is yours on how to handle each situation.
Oh, I think we can manage that.
For a stealthier approach, find some tall grass to hide in. This will make it more difficult to be detected by enemies and will allow you to take down any threat that comes your way. But be careful, as others may be close enough to hear their death throes and come after you. Enemies will react differently to you, with some even putting their hands up while you point a gun at them or flinching when a shot goes off. If you run out of ammo, you can always throw your melee weapon or toss a grenade at your foes. In our previous introduction video, we mentioned the lawless land filled with bandits and cultists. Each of the factions will have a main camp that is heavily guarded but contains useful items that can help even the odds. Not all enemies you face in Atomfall will be human. Large robots patrol the quarantine zone, with orange variants helping to maintain order in the village of Wyndham, while black variants are burning back plant growth around the camp. Be cautious around them though, as they will attack you if you're in a place you shouldn't be, or if provoked. In some areas, you can get swarmed by rats that will poison you. Bloodthirsty leeches may surround you in the water, and crows can attack you in open fields. Using a cricket bat can help, as can kicking to stomp on them, but getting to higher ground or as far away as possible may be a better option. You may even come across the ferals. These creatures are rarely alone, which makes them extremely dangerous if you get surrounded. You can sometimes find them in the hidden bunkers across the quarantine zone, and defeating them can be very rewarding. Our accessibility features allow you to alter the challenge of the combat at the start of the game and can also be adjusted during play. Here you have several different options to affect aspects of the combat, survival and exploration in Atomfall. The Atomfall experience delivers an intense battle for survival, where careful observation and quick thinking are essential to executing imperfect plans under pressure with limited resources. We also want to empower players to tailor the game to their preferences, whether that means embracing more extreme challenges with heightened intensity and pressure, or opting for more guidance, abundant resources, and greater margin for error. This is just another glimpse of Atomfall. We look forward to sharing our world with you on March 27th, 2025. Pre-order Atomfall today and secure exclusive bonuses based on the edition you choose. The standard edition will secure an exclusive melee weapon variant, additional loot caches, and an item recipe. If you get the deluxe edition, you'll also get access to additional cosmetics and character upgrades. You'll also get to enjoy up to 3 days of early access to Atomfall and the planned story DLC, which will be released at a later date. Atomfall is available on Xbox Game Pass, Xbox Series X and S, Xbox One, PlayStation 5 and PlayStation 4 consoles. For PC gamers, it is also available on both Steam and the Epic Game Store. PC players also have the Quarantine Edition available on the Rebellion shop. It includes everything the Deluxe Edition has, but some extra goodies like an exclusive Atomfall t-shirt, a digital graphic novel, a digital poster and postcard, and the soundtrack for the game. On March 27th, 2025, allow yourself to dive into the mysterious world that is Atomfall. Anticipate thrills, mystery, and the pressures of everyday survival. You'll soon discover all that lies in store.